Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all the ships at sea. Welcome to today's Saturday, June 8th, 2024 Walpole Media Corporation broadcast of MIAA Division II baseball action as Walpole High hosts the Westwood High Wolverines in an Elite Eight state quarterfinal game from Mahan Field at the John Carroll Baseball Complex at Needham High School. My name is Rick Brown, your voice of Walpole High Sports. I will be providing play-by-play action today. Nick Piccirilli will be handling the camera work. MIAA rules state that for tournament games from the quarterfinals on, the home team must have a fence around the outfield. As there is no fence at Eldracker Field, the game was moved to Natick, with the orange and blue remaining the home team. Walpole is the top pick in the MIAA in Division II. The orange and blue is also 8th in the Boston Globe Top 20. Today's game should be a dandy, however, as Westwood comes in as the number 9 seed, was runner-up in the large school division of the Tri-Valley League at 13-3, and is 16-6 overall. The Common Street Diamondeers come in with back-to-back shutout victories over Marshfield 12-0 and North Attleboro 7-zip in the tournament. The Wolverines made it this far with postseason decisions of Marblehead 9-3 and Algonquin Regional 6-3. The winner of today's game will play the victor of the Milford-Woburn contest in the Final Four state semifinal game. What's that? Okay, we're just being told Milford won that game 3-0, so it'll be Milford versus the winner of today's game. Westwood came roaring out of the gate, winning their first 7 games against Holliston 13-1, Medfield 13-7, Hopkinton 12-6, Ashland 16-0, Norwood 7-4, Medway 11-10, and Dover Sherborne 5-4. The Wolverines then sandwiched a 4-1 nod over Bellingham between losses to Dedham 13-7 and Norton 4-0. After rolling over Ashland again 17-1 and Millis 5-0, the green and white was edged by Medfield 8-7 and Hopkinton 9-2. Westwood closed out the regular season with an 11-2 rout of Norwood. Westwood has outscored their opponents 145-76. Superb pitching and timely hitting and strong defense have been the hallmarks of Walpole's success this far. In fact, only a trio of teams have scored more than 3 runs in the game against Walpole. In one 8-game stretch, Walpole allowed a total of 7 runs to be scored against them. Coach Chris Costello's squad comes in at 18-4 overall, tied for first in the Herget division of the Bay State Conference at 10-3. The Orange and Blue has outscored their opponents 110-37. The Orange and Blue was also 7-2 on the road and did beat the Red Hawks at this very field 2 weeks ago. Walpole has appeared in the second season at least 8 straight years going back to 2015 and has prevailed on the only 2 times they've met Westwood, 5-4 last year and 9-6 in 2019. The Common Street Diamondeers recently had 5 players named Bay State Conference All-Stars. Pitcher Alex He, catcher Ryan Walsh, second baseman Kyle Jordan, and center fielder Quinn McNeil were honored, while first baseman Will Hendricks was named honorable mention. McNeil is a junior, the rest of the All-Stars are seniors. Anyone interested in providing play-by-play or color commentary on any Walpole High sports, you are asked to contact Walpole Media Corporation Executive Director Tamara Green at 508-668-87795 or by emailing her at tgreen@walpolemedia.tv. Anybody can do this. Brother, sister, father, mother, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, nephews, nieces, neighbors, friends, anybody at all can do this. We'll train you on working behind the mic and working with Nick or any other of our cameramen. So once again, if you are interested, please contact Tamara Green at 508-668-7795 or email her at tgreen@walpolemedia.tv. The starting lineups today for Westwood. Leading off will be the second baseman, Elliot Harris. Batting second, the catcher, John Bertoni. Let me just check that. Jonathan Bertoni. The center fielder, Alex Dayton, will be batting third. In the cleanup spot is the first baseman, Julian Colon. Shortstop, Brendan Siegel will be batting fifth, followed by pitcher Luke Chandler in the sixth spot. Third baseman Andrew Donegan will be batting 7th, followed by right fielder Tom Teixeira in the 8th spot, and batting 9th, the left fielder Jake Quinn. For Walpole, leading off, it'll be the same lineup basically they've used all year long. Starting right fielder Mike Corrigan will start off, followed by second baseman Kyle Jordan. Catcher Ryan Walsh will be battled 3rd. Will Hendricks, the first baseman, will be in the cleanup spot. Center fielder Quinn McNeil will be batting 8th. Designated player Nick Foynes will be batting 6th, with Paul Whalen, the third baseman, batting 7th. Shane Harrington at shortstop will bat 8th, and 9th, Logan Keys will be batting in the 9th spot. Alex He is pitching and will not be batting today.
On behalf of all of us here, thank you for your service to our country, and now would you all please rise if you are able and remove your hats as we honor America and those who have defended or are currently defending our freedom with the playing of our national anthem.
And with the playing of our national anthem, we will be getting underway shortly. We actually have distances marked on the fences here at this field. Going down the right field line, dead set is 333 feet, 335 on the left field line. Left center field is 346 feet, 334 in right center, and dead center is 362 feet. Leading off for the Wolverines in the top of the first inning, the second baseman, Elliot Harris. First pitch by He on its way. Here's a ball. The 1-0 pitch on its way. Strike called on the inside corner. Ball outside, 2 balls and a strike. Swing, tried to hold up, couldn't. 2-2 the count. Alex's 2-2 delivery on the way. Ground ball slowly hit to Hendricks, throws over to He, and he got him by a step. Good hustle over there by Alex, getting there to cover first base. It brings up the catcher, number 4, Jonathan Bertoni. He comes to the set and the delivery. Strike called. Strike 2 called. He quickly jumping ahead on the count here, 0-2. Ground ball foul over by the Walpole dugout. Count remains 0-2. Outside the ball, 1-2. He comes to the set. And the pitch. Ground ball slowly hit to second, over to first. In time, he scoops it out of the dirt for the out. 2 down now. And it brings up the center fielder, Alex Dayton. Yeah. Strike. Nope, ball called. Just outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Fouled off. 2 balls and a strike. That caught the home plate umpire's face mask. He looks in for the sign. He gets it from Walsh. His 2-1 delivery on its way. Ground ball up the middle of base hit. Well stroked.
First baseman number 1.
And it brings up the first baseman, Julian Colon. He'll be batting from the left-hand side of the plate. Strike called. He keeping Dayton close over at first. Fly ball to left field. Keys over there. It's over his head. Picks it up off the fence. Here comes the throw coming in. A little bit chance at the plate. Is off the mark and a 2-base hit for Cologne. And Westwood gets on the board first, 1-0.
Now batting for Westwood, the shortstop, number 19, Brendan Cendrick.
I was just about to say the wind is blowing out, so anything in the air to the outfield could be a little tricky there. Now batting the shortstop, Brendan Siegel. Cologne went the opposite way on that hit. That is the first run Walpole has given up in the postseason. Strike called. Comes to the plate, grounded into the Walpole dugout. 0-2 the count. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. But Westwood did come up with a run on 2 hits. There were no errors and 1 left on base. We played a half an inning of play, and the score is Westwood 1, Walpole nothing.
Leading off for Walpole, the right fielder, number 7, Mike Corrigan.
Corrigan looks in. Here's the first pitch, lined right to the second baseman. Nice diving grab there by Elliott Harris. Going to his left, pulls down that hit. And now batting the second baseman, Kyle Jordan. He swings and fouls it off. Out of play. The 1-strike pitch. Swung on and missed. Jordan falls behind 0-2 on the count. Chandler's 0-2 pitch in the dirt. A ball. The 1-2 pitch to Jordan. Outside, 2-2. Fouled at the plate. Count remains 22. Ground ball up the middle, a base hit. Walpole gets their first hit of the game. And it brings up the catcher, Ryan Walsh. Takes a ball. Swung on, foul, tipped right into the catcher's mitt. 1-1 the count. Chandler's 1-1 delivery. Ball hit him. Walpole has 2 runners on base. And it brings up first baseman Will Hendricks. Strike called. Ball 1-1. Pops it up. Infield fly rule called. 2 down now. And it brings up Quinn McNeil, the center fielder for Walpole. 2 runners on, first and second, 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning of this MIAA Division II Elite 8 game. There's a ball down low. Ball 2. The 2-0 pitch. Inside, 3 balls, no strikes. And we'll see if Coach Costello gives McNeil the green light here, or is he going to have him take? He was taken all the way, 3 balls and a strike. Foul back against the backstop, full count. So both Jordan and Walsh will be taking off with the pitch. Full count, 2 outs. Strike 3 called. He steps onto the mound, looks in for the sign, and comes in with his first delivery. It's a ball outside. Swing and a miss, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. Ball inside, just missed in the same location as the last pitch. 2-2. Fouled off down the right field line. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Third baseman number 3, Drew Donegan.
And brings to the plate the third baseman, Andrew Donegan. He comes to the set and delivers. Strike call. In strike called on the inside part of the plate. He ahead on the count, 0-2, and Donegan calls a timeout. Steps out of the batter's box. And he comes back in. He's 2-strike pitch, outside a ball, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called.
Right fielder number 17, Tom Teixeira.
3 straight Ks for he. And it brings up the right fielder, Tom Teixeira. Shows bunt, takes a strike. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Strike 3 called. So Alex Heave fans the side in the second. Owens ready at the plate. Here comes Chandler's first pitch. Strike called. The pitchers are getting that inside part of the plate call from the umpire. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Outside the ball, 1-2. Strike 3 called. Caught the outside part of the plate.
Third baseman, number 8.
And it brings up the third baseman, Paul Whalen. Takes a ball down low. Strike called. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. Fouled at the over to the Westwood dugout. The 1-2 pitch outside, 2-2.
Caught looking. Strike out.
Slow roller to first. Comes up with it, flips over to Fletcher. Got him by a step.
Shortstop, number 23.
And it brings up the shortstop, Shane Harrington. Fouled off, check swing. Harrington, the only non-junior senior on the Walpole team this year. He is only a freshman. Strike called, 0-2. Ball in the dirt. 1-2 the count. Foul back out of play. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Ball gets away from the catcher, but there was nobody on base. 2-2 the count. Ground ball to short. Up with it. Throw across the infield. He got him. And for Walpole, 3 up, 3 down. We've played 2 innings here. And the score remains Westwood 1, Walpole nothing. Quinn batting from the left side of the plate. His first pitch is a strike called. Fouled back, out of play. He ahead on the count, 2 strikes. Fly ball to left field. Keys coming in and puts it away for the out.
Second baseman.
1 down. It brings up second baseman Elliot Harris. Harris hit a slow roll at first. It was out by a step with he covering. Alex looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch. It's a ball up high. A 1-0 pitch. 2 balls and no strikes. Harris calls timeout and steps out of the batter's box. He looks in for his sign, takes a 2-0 delivery on its way to the plate. Strike call. 2 balls and a strike. Ground ball to shot. Harrington up with it, over to first. He beat it out. Good speed down the base paths there.
Catcher number 4, John Bertone.
And that's the 3rd hit of the game for the Wolverines. It brings up the catcher, John Bertone. He looks in for the sign. Strike called. He keeping Harris close over at first. Time called as Bertone steps out of the batter's box. Westwood not letting he get too comfortable on the mound. There's a pitch going down to second, throws it away in the center field. They got to play for him at third. No, that throws off the mark too. So Harris gets all the way over to third. Throwing error by Walsh. One ball, 1 strike the count to Bertone. Westwood with the runner on third. First and third baseman in for Walpole. Fouled off. Whalen and Hendricks, just in case there's a bunt attempt here. Line drive. McNeil gets it. The throw to the plate will be off the mark, and Westwood scores again. And the Wolverines take a 2-0 lead here in the third. Brings up the center fielder, Alex Dayton. He scored the first run of the game when he singled to center field. Nice grab by McNeil, but he ended up being on his knees when he did and couldn't get a decent throw to home. Swing and a miss, strike one. Dayton calls timeout. Swing and a miss, strike two. The two-strike pitch, lined in the center field, and McNeil puts it away for the out. But Westwood came up with another run. Leading off is the left fielder, Logan Keys, one of Walpole's tri-captains. It's a ball up high. Ground ball to shot. Up with it, over to first. One down. Brings up the right fielder, Mike Corrigan. Mike, first pitch lined out to second in the top of the first inning, bottom of the first inning. Strike called. Chandler looks in for the sign. Here comes his pitch. Strike two called. Ball outside. A 1-2 pitch from Chandler is strike three called. Third strikeout for Chandler. And it brings up the second baseman, Kyle Jordan. Jordan singled to center, his first trip. Takes a ball down low. Chandler comes to the set, his 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. Line draw, ground, a shot. He's down, comes up with it, and still gets the runner. Walpole, 3 up, 3 down.
Leading off for Westwood is the first baseman, number 15, Julian Cologne.
Cologne went the opposite way for his 2-bagger in the first inning. Here's his first pitch. Flies this one to center field. That one's back too. That is gone. Over everything, right to the right of the 362 mark in center field. And Cologne, 2 for 2. Oh, got all of that pitch. He was waiting on that. Giving Westwood a 3-0 lead here. Brings up the shortstop, Brendan Senegal. Senjik. blooper to left center. That's going to fall in. Back-to-back hits here
The pitcher, number 23.
by the Wolverines. Brings up the pitcher, Luke Chandler. A runner on first, nobody out here as the first two runners have reached for Westwood. The leadoff man, Julian Cologne, clubbed a shot over the center field fence for a home run. Grounded foul, strike one. Fouled at the plate. He ahead on the count, 2 strikes. The 2-strike pitch on its way. Foul tipped and held on to strike 3.
Third baseman, number 3.
And it brings up the third baseman, Drew Donegan. Donegan was caught looking his first time up. There's a long fly to left field. Keys drops it. Yeah.
Right fielder, number 17, Tom Teixeira.
I think we have to go with an error on that.
It was like a tough play. I mean, he should have hit his glove.
And it brings up the right fielder, Tom Teixeira. First and second, 1 out for Westwood here in the 4th. Shows bunt, takes a ball. He does bunt, it's popped up. He gets it. 2 down. And it brings up the number 9 hitter, left fielder Jake Quinn.
Left fielder, number 10, Jack Quinn.
Quinn flied out to left his first trip. Fly ball, another one to left. Keys chasing it. Makes the catch, diving into foul territory. But Westwood comes up with another run on 2 hits. Leadoff home run by first baseman Julian Cologne. They left 1 on base. It was one Walpole error. At the end of 3.5 innings of play, the score is Westwood 3, Walpole nothing. Baseball, softball, and girls lacrosse teams are in the final 4. For Walpole, leading off, it's first baseman, catcher Ryan Walsh. Ground ball to second. Underhand flip, 1 down. Brings up the first baseman, Will Hendricks. Will popped out to shot his first time up. Takes the ball inside. Strike call, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ground ball to second, beyond the reach in a center fielder base hit.
Center fielder number 9, Quinn McNeil.
Walpole's second hit of the game, and it brings up center fielder Quinn McNeil. Quinn was caught looking his first at bat. Pops it up to the infield. Shortstop calling for it and puts it away for the out. 2 down. And it brings up designated player Nick Foynes. The first pitch to Foynes, grounded to third, over to first, and the side is retired. Harris beat out an infield hit his last time at bat and came around to score on a sacrifice fly by Bertoni. Sends a fly ball to right center field. Corrigan over there and puts it away.
Catcher number 4.
And brings up the catcher, John Bertoni. He's pitch. Outside a ball. Pops it up, out of play. Ball and a strike. A 1-1 pitch from He. Strike called. Alex looks in for the sign, comes to the set. And the pitch. Fly ball to right field. Corrigan going back, circling under it. Puts it away for the out. The second out of the inning, both of which have been caught by Mike Corrigan. And it brings up the center fielder, Alex Dayton. Dayton is 1 for 2 with a run scored back in the first inning. Check swing foul down the first baseline. Coach Dave Wall handles it. Oh, no, he wasn't. That's wrong team. Ball inside. 1-1. Swing and a miss. A ball and 2 strikes. Foul towards the Walpole dugout. Count remains 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Side is retired. Westwood 3 up, 3 down at the end of 4.5 innings of play. The score remains Westwood 3, Walpole nothing. Whalen grounded to first base his first time. Takes a ball outside. The 1-0 pitch from Chandler. Foul back out of play. 1-1 the count. Line drive, base hit into center field. Walpole has their leadoff man on for the first time in the game. Brings up the shortstop, Shane Harrington. It hit him. Oh, Walpole gets 2 runners on now with nobody out. That's the second hit batsman by Chandler. And it brings up the number 9 hitter, left fielder Logan Keys. Westwood coach Brian Whalen going out to talk to his pitcher and settle him down. Walpole had 2 on in the first inning, the only inning that they've had. Actually, that was 2 on in the first. That was the only time they've had 2 on in an inning. Chandler comes to the set. The pitch, strike called on Keys. Tried a bunt and missed it. A 1-strike pitch, fouled at the plate, 0-2. Chandler looks in for the 2-strike pitch. Strike 3 called at the knees. Brings up the top of the order, Mike Corrigan, the right fielder.
Right fielder number 7, Mike Corrigan.
The pitch, strike called. Ball outside, 1-1. Two balls and a strike. Chandler comes to the set, his pitch. 3 balls and a strike. That's just the second time Chandler has had a 3-ball count on anyone. Takes ball 4. That's his first walk. Bases loaded for Walpole. With 1 out. Brings up the second baseman, Kyle Jordan. Jordan 1 for 2.
Second baseman number 6, Kyle Jordan.
Chandler's pitch. There's a ball in the dirt. Catcher John Bertoni out to talk to his pitcher and settle him down. Comes back behind the plate. The 1-0 pitch from Fletcher. Long fly to center field. He's going back. Going back. It's over his head. Ground rule double. Ground rule double. Ground rule double. So Walpole gets 2 runs here. And they're right back in this ball game.
Catcher number 3, Brian
Brings up the catcher, Brian Walsh. As Walpole has climbed out of a 3-0 deficit to make it 3-2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And catcher Ryan Walsh coming to the plate. And it looks like Fletcher will leave the game at this point.
Now pitching for the Wolverines is number 1, Elliot Harris. And now batting for Walpole is the catcher number 3, Brian Walsh.
Walsh up with a chance to tie this game up or even put the orange and blue in the lead here. First pitch by Elliot Martin. Popped up, foul over the third base line. They're chasing it. It circles and falls in. The 1-strike pitch from Harris on its way. Up high, a ball, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch to Walsh. Strike called. A ball and 2 strikes. Foul back. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Harris looks in for the sign. Here's his 1-2 pitch. Fouled again at the plate. Walsh hanging tough for the Common Street 9. Once again, the 1-2 pitch to Walsh. Fouled back again. Hit him. And once again, the bases are loaded for Walpole. That's the 3rd hit batsman in the game by Westwood pitches. And it brings up first baseman Will Hendricks. Will singled to center his last time up. So Walpole with 1 down, the bases loaded, 2 runs, trailing 3-2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The first and third baseman for Westwood in on the top of the grass. There's a ball. Strike call. 1 ball, 1 strike. Line drive. Ground ball booted. Not in time. Walpole ties it up. So we're all deadlocked here at 3-3 here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Number 9, Wayne McNeil.
And it brings up McNeil. Still bases loaded for Walpole. 1 out. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
He wanted to end it.
One strike pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And it brings up the 9th batter this inning, Nick Foynes. Nope, we're going to have a pinch hitter for Nick. It is Richie Hayes.
For Walpole, number 20, Richie Hayes.
Ground ball slowly hit the second. Over to first. And he dropped it. 1 run, 2 run score for Walpole as Walpole takes the lead. That will be an error on the first baseman.
Third base, number 8, Paul Whalen.
2 runs come in for Walpole, and the Walpole takes the lead here, 4-3. Brings up third baseman Paul Whalen for the 2nd time this inning. There's a ball outside. Pops it out behind the Walpole dugout. Ball and a strike. A pitch up high. 2 balls and a strike. Foul back again. 2-2 the count. 2-2 pitch from Harris. Outside, full count. The runners will be off with the pitch. Richie Hayes at first, Will Hendricks at second. The payoff pitch on its way. He steps off the mound and chases Hendricks back to second base. And again, he steps back and keeping Hendricks close at second. Comes to the set. And the payoff pitch. Ball 4 outside. Walpole's got the bases loaded again. And it brings up shortstop Shane Harrington.
Shortstop, number 23, Shane Harrington.
2 down. Bases loaded. 5 runs in for Walpole here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Coach Costello calls timeout. He wants to talk to Harrington. Luke Chandler was just cruising along here for the first 4 innings. Allowed just 2 hits, but kind of fell apart here to begin the 5th. And as a result, Walpole has jumped out to a 5-3 lead. Fouls it back, and it will be out of play. One strike pitch. Pops up to the first base. And he puts it away for the out. But Walpole comes up with 5 runs
5 innings
on
complete.
1,
Score, Walpole High School 5, Westwood Wolves
2.
3.
2 hits. 5 runs on 2 hits. There was an error and 3 left on base. Alex He's first pitch is a ball up high. Fly ball goes over. Another 2-base hit for Cologne. I don't know whether they lost sight of that in the sun or what, but neither player did much to get over there.
Shortstop, number 19.
McNeil or Keys. 3 for 3 for Cologne, and it brings up the shortstop, Brendan Siegel. Siegel singled his last time up. Fly ball going down the left field line and out of play. Almost picked Cologne off there. Shane Harrington over covering for the Walpole. The one-strike pitch is fouled off, and that caught the umpire. That one deflected up. Looks like it might have caught him on the left hand. Two strikes the count on Siegel. I'm sorry, Senjik. Siegel. As the ball gets away, going to third, they have a chance. Just off the base. So Cologne gets down to third on the pass ball. Ground ball to third, Whalen with it over to first. Gets him, but the run scores. Making the score 5-4 now. Walpole's lead down to a run.
Designated hitter number 23, Luke Chandler.
And it brings up Luke Chandler, who's now the designated player. He has struck out twice. One down, nobody on base for Westwood. Swing and a miss, strike one. In the top of the sixth inning. Ground ball is shot. Takes a nice bounce for Harrington. Over to first, he threw it away. Good hustle down the line by Walsh to prevent that from allowing Chandler to go to second. He'll get a pinch runner. It is Sean Bloomquist.
Pinch runner. Fans, your attention, please. Pinch running for Westwood, number 12, Sean Bloomquist.
Brings up the third baseman, Andrew Donegan.
Batting for the Wolverines is the third baseman, number 3, Drew Donegan.
He pops it up. Corrigan calls for it. Coming in from right field. There are two down. And it brings up the right fielder, Tom Teixeira.
Right fielder, number 17, Tom Teixeira.
Two down. A runner on first for Westwood. Coach Costello coming out to talk to Alex He. All right, Costello has had his say. He comes back out. The pitch to Teixeira. Shows a bunt. There's a throw down. Dead. 2-6. Walpole gets out of it with just one run. Harris looks in for the sign. His first pitch to Keys. Grounded foul down the third base line. Snagged there by Coach Lee Delaney. A one-strike pitch to Keys. Inside a ball. The 1-1 pitch. Ball down low. 2 balls and a strike. Ground ball to third. He boots it.
Right fielder number 7, Mike Corrigan.
It's the third error by the Wolverines. Brings up the top of the order, Mike Corrigan. Mike is 0 for 2 officially with a run scored. Shows bunt, takes a ball. The 1-0 pitch. Bunt's a nice one back to the mound. They're going to have to go to first. One down, but it moves Keys up into scoring position.
Second baseman number 6, Kyle Jordan.
And it brings up Kyle Jordan. Kyle doubled his last time up and had a single in the first inning, so he's 2 for 3 with a run scored.
No, down here.
Okay, the conference on the mound is done. Keys goes back out to there's a ball outside. Strike call, 1-1. Harris looking in for the sign. Comes to the set and time call by Jordan. 1-1 the count to Kyle. Up high, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 delivery on its way. Swung on and missed. Evens the count at 22. Full count to the Walpole second baseman. Swing and a miss, strike three. 2 down now. Second strikeout for Harris. And it brings up catcher Ryan Walsh.
Ryan Walsh.
Walsh was hit by a pitch twice in the first inning and last inning. Ball outside. Two and 0. Time call by Walsh. He gets all set again. Strike call. 2 balls and a strike. Slow roller foul down the first baseline. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Did Lemon still in that other game? Huh? Is Lemon still in that other game? No, they won last night. I think they lost. They beat Thursday.
The 2-2 pitch. Ball up high. Full count to Walsh. Harris looking in for the sign. Gets it. Comes in with his payoff delivery. Ball 4 down low. Walpole with runners on first and second. And it brings up Will Hendricks. Will is 1 for 3, reached on an error and single to center. Foul tipped into the catcher's mitt. Strike 1. Strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2 to Hendricks. Elliott Harris looking in for the sign. He's got it, comes to the set. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Fans, your attention, please. Leading off and pinch hitting for Westwood.
Pinch hitting for Westwood, number 20, Dan Leahy. First pitch to Leahy. Line drive, base hit into left field. So Leahy does what he's supposed to do and comes through with a base hit for the Wolverines. Jake Quinn coming up next. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter for Quinn. A pinch runner is number 11, Jack Crowley. Pinch running for Larry. Westwood making it interesting here in the 7th.
Fans, your attention, please. Pinch running for Westwood, number 11, Jack Crowley. Now batting is the left fielder, number 10. Jack
Quinn has flied out twice to Logan Keys in left field. Shows bunt, fouls it off. Strike one. He keeping the pinch runner close there. Fly ball again to Keys. He easily puts that one away. 3 flyouts by Quinn to Keys. And it brings up the top of the order. The Elliot Harris, who is pitching now, had started the game at second base. He has a single and a run scored in 3 at-bats. Ball outside. Alex comes to the set. And his pitch. Strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fly ball to right field. Corrigan's got a long run, but he gets there for the out. 2 down now. Westwood down to their last bit. Hope here. And it's catcher Jonathan Bertone coming to the plate. He's 0 for 2 officially with a sac fly. Coach Costello calls timeout, going out to talk to Alex He.
Fans, your attention, please. Re-entering the game for Westwood's number 17, Tom Teixeira.
Teixeira going back in to run here. All right, so it comes down to this. We 2 down, a runner on first. Top of the 7th inning, Walpole on top, 5-4. The winner will face Milford in the state semifinals at a date to be determined and a location, a neutral site to be determined. He looks in for the sign, comes to the set. Here's the pitch. Strike called. The 1 strike pitch. That's a ball. He keeping Teixeira close at first base. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to shot. Booted again by Harrington. And Teixeira goes over to third, so he's 90 feet away with the tying run. Batting is the center fielder, Alex Dayton. Coach Costello out to talk to Alex. Dayton is a senior. Chance to extend the Westwood season here. Fouled off down the right field line. 1 strike. One strike pitch up high, 1-1. One delivery, ground ball a shot. Harrington flips to second. That's the ball game. The Walpole advances to the Final Four.
That's the end of the game with the final score. Walpole High School 5, Westwood Wolverines 4. Walpole will take on Milford in the MIAA Tournament Division II Final Four. It's at a neutral site on a day and time that is yet to be determined.
For Walpole, for Westwood in the 7th inning, they had no runs. There was a hit, 1 Walpole error, and 2 left on base. Your final tally here for Walpole. They come up with, 5 runs on 4 hits. They committed 2 errors and left, 2, 4, 7 on base. Alex He goes the distance for the win. He threw 86 pitches, 66 for strikes. He struck out 6, walked nobody, and hit nobody. The losing pitcher for Westwood was Luke Chandler. He went 4 1/3, gave up 4 runs, 3 hits, struck out 4, walked 1, and hit 2. Walpole got the breaks with errors, key errors, I think 3 by Westwood that really hurt them. And the Walpole did all their scoring in the 5th inning, and they were helped out by a hit batsman, 2 errors, 2 hit batsmen, 2 errors, and a walk, as they had just 2 hits in that inning. So Walpole advances to 19-4 and will play Milford in the Final Four. Westwood finishes at 16-7. So we would like to thank you for watching this Walpole Media Corporation broadcast of Walpole High School varsity baseball action in the Division II Elite 8 quarterfinal contest. Once again, your final score from Natick, Walpole 5 and Westwood 4.
So 4 teams now we got 3 out of 3 so far in the quarterfinals, in the semifinals.
Once again, congratulations to Walpole, 5-4 victors over Westwood. They will play in the Final Four